this money to say, like, what you want? What you want? I got Jesus giving money, what you want? I've been sitting and fishing this for a reason to cry. So I'ma say I love you, but keep a look on my eye. Cause I can never really want you unless it's money or prize. So when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie. Like I ain't mean it. I ain't mean it. I just need another reason for a sickness. Another bag, another season, another description, another feeling. Boy, God, I gave him a lot, but I keep.
Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Okay, now drop your bag, sass. I've been here from the start. A little snapback, homie, with a plug in his heart. Took these Billy Trump cards and now they rip me apart. Now they run around in circles like them kids in the park. Not afraid of the dark. There ain't no monster inside. I pray to Jesus Christ, homie, they just keep me alive. Why you keep it 53? Cause I've been wrestling with pride. I try to keep it like I'm Texas, got the South on my side. Girl, you know I'm a saint, so why you giving me hell? My uncle back up on the block and now they begging for bail. He always calling me for paper cause he know I'm the trail. Now I'm eating my McDonald's, I was fresh out of jail. Now I'm made it out of chump, at least I know I'm up, boy, thump. Like my neighbors jumping up a pum. Boy, I bump in that Billy Trump, he ain't know he ain't thump. He just grabbed the pump and made it go dumb. Got a pump cause he got.
We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. A new season is officially underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 13. Called in left side. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They'll run it from the gun. And he gets him around 6 there. Brought down by the veteran, Carlton Davis. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
He's only going to manage to get back to the line. That was Micah Parsons making that play.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Dak now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
The defenders are there to get him at the line. That was Micah Parsons making that play. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Near the goal line. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Nothing doing that time, and it leaves them on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
They pitch it to him. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cowboys finish up an excellent opening series. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. May will throw to get us started here. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
May now to throw on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. May throwing for it. He connects downfield on 4th. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets him 17 yards on 4th down and gets them the first. May now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it sets up 2nd down. Back to the air. It's May. Short pass brought in. He's still going at the 30. Racing down the left side. He will go. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots finish off their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Patriots tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Throwing again is Dak. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. He's got it inside the 25. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's May. Ramondre Stevenson makes the catch. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, kid, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. Neither side separating much so far. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Patriots football. They'll begin the quarter with 2nd and 8. From the 43. Brought in right side. And this one does not go far. The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, here's May. That's caught for the first. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a New England first down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Malik Hooker with the tackle. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Receiver in motion, going left. 3rd down from the gun. Short pass caught by his tight end. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now. I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
He'll throw it from his own end zone. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. From his own end zone on 3rd and long. He has the 1st over the middle. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Running back sent in motion. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Another throw for Prescott. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is why it's so important not to overcommit to the team's lead runner. It went to a secondary ball carrier, and they cut him down for a big red zone stop.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Here's May. Right side and into the hands of Douglas. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
It's another 1st half mistake. He's intercepted again. He's at midfield. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now May coming off that pick. Dump off caught by his back. And he's still looking for the... ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. The Patriots trying to make some noise before halftime. Offense to the line for second down. Throwing from the gun here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Here's May to the air. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Patriots will have a first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
First down throw for May. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. To the air yet again, May. He's got a man left. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First down, ball at the 36. Lone back gets the handoff. He's across the 20, still going. Touchdown, New England! The Patriots make it a one-score game before halftime. Extra point is up and good from slot. And the Patriots chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. From his own end zone, here we go. And this drive will start inside the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun is Prescott. Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. He's going to push one deep down there. He's got it deep downfield. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Dak throwing again. Has it down close. And in for the Dallas touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he has enough room to gain about 4. Just before halftime, we get a timeout ticket.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Just before halftime, we get a timeout ticket. Here comes the final play of our 1st half. Just before halftime, we get a timeout ticket. One last play before the break. First down, and they go right back to him. And he stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this 1st half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. We'll see what the 1st half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our 2nd half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, here's May. We've got a screen to the running back. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that's a New England 1st down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on a screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
May on 1st and 10. It is caught left side. And he's going to be touched down a yard shy of that marker.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Operating from the gun, here's May. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. May now from the gun. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
To the air on first down, May. The screen pass falls incomplete. This one intended for the running back. So second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Completed over the middle. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Nice step by Damone Clark.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Third and 4 coming up now. From the gun, it's May. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Fourth down is going to bring out Joey Sly and the Patriots field goal unit for the first time. Ball on the left hash for this 41-yarder. Up and good from Joseph. And that'll get him back to 11.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Declines the touchback, Brock, and they make him pay in a big way. He's tackled before he can get to the 20. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Plowing up the middle. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Jabril Peppers bringing that one to an end.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
They give it to him again. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. They get 6 and a first down as well.
That's what I call a healthy return on investment. You run the toss play, looking for positive yards, looking to move the sticks, and I'm looking for that to be called again.
On first down, they'll run. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. That was Micah Parsons making that play.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Off the play fake, hits Prescott. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Robert Spillane has it. And the Patriots will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, Brock, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception right there.
We know that no lead in this league is safe ever, ever, ever. A one-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. They all seemingly come down to the final possession anyway. And with a whole half of football left, you just can't give away too many possessions like that.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. All in left side. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Back now, pressure on its way. That's caught for the first. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Patriots cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Chooses to bring this one out. And not a bad place for them to start, up past the 30-yard line. They've got first down from the 31. Working from the pistol, Prescott. Finds him on the crossing route. Gets it to the 15. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys now lead by 10. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys drive their lead to 11. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Made a throw it. Throw reeled in by Stevenson. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Patriots will have a first down. Here's May. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back to the air. It's May. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Ball at the 33 for first down. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second down now, 7 to go. May looking to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
They've got a man in motion. May now on third down. Complete beyond the marker. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a New England first down. Working inside the red zone. Complete out to the right. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's the Patriots with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. 3 yards on the gain. Now they just need 2 more on second and goal.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal. He gets another shot here. And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. Couldn't pick up anything. And now he brings up third and goal from the 2.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Buckle up, it's third and goal. May now. And he brings it in for a New England touchdown. The Patriots now within 1 score in the 4th. Demario Douglas with the touchdown. Extra point is up and good from Sly. And the Patriots cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. First down. Here's Dak. He's going deep this time. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
First down throw for May. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable. and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
On target to Godwin. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. The give now out of the shotgun. And he'll start pushing them into field goal range. A small gain to the 38. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Desperation time here on 4th. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Play action, Prescott. Has the open man downfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys holding a 4-point lead. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Here's Dak. He's on the move. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB could run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Ferguson there to bring it in. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first to 3. So a big kick coming up for Brandon Aubrey. This 32 yards out. It's on the right hash.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the fourth quarter when it really matters.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Here he is to throw. Caught, nice gain left side. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Hits him on the out route. And he's out just a second shy of reaching the red zone. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Setting up to pass. He brings it in. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Now the Patriots calling their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. And he brings it in. Touchdown. And a big decision coming up for him now.
Touchdown, New England.
On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Getting out to his left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Throwing on first is Prescott. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Has some space inside the 15. And he did not get in. Finally stopped at the 1. And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Everything now resting on this try from Brandon Aubrey. Angling this one in from the right hash to challenge here.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. He's got the squiver. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So the Cowboys take the win here in Arlington.